Okay, let's talk about Life Path 11 again. Very, very powerful. I'd love to talk about numerology and Life Path. Let's go. All right, so I woke up today. I'm like, let's talk about Life Path again. I see a lot of comments, people asking questions, and very curious about Life Path, and I love it. And the thing is, if you know your time of birth, if you know place of birth, all these things like your numerology, compatibility is a really cool thing too. Like if you're a Life Path 1 or 2, you may get along better with, well, a 1 will get better with 2, or a 2 will get better with a 1, for example. You know, if you're a 1, you might be better with a 9, a 6, you know, all these kind of things because of the imprint of their energetic, their emotions. And it's so amazing, you know, it's almost like personality test, but astrology. So your energies will match up differently. They'll bring more or less out of you. They'll bring out more of your emotional side, your thought side, and you can find what you're capable of. And you can even, you know what you can even do? You can even look at celebrities or these like athletes or anyone, and if you see that they match or they're, even ChatGPT and ask what their life path numbers, you'll see there's a correlation. You know, you see a lot of 1s with 2s, or a 6 with a 7, you know, those kinds of things, because, and then you can kind of understand why, and it'll make you understand. It's so interesting, it's so cool. All right, let's talk Life Path 11, brought to you with cacao. You know, we got Pusheen here, and we're just talking Life Path stuff. I am a Life Path 11. A lot of 11s have something that, basically, it's almost like, the way I can explain it is if God is like a bone arrow and is pulling them back, and the back feels struggle, it feels heavy, it feels like confusion, not having clarity in life, and all these things, and for years, months, you're in this area of like limbo and darkness, and you're trying to figure out what is it. But that's actually where all the growth is happening, under the soil. It's happening underneath. You don't see the seed and its roots going down. You just see the flower on top, right? It's kind of like that. And it's a great metaphor or an analogy, because you see the beauty that it grows from up top, but after the rain, the hurricanes, like all this water that goes on the seed in the bottom. So it's really interesting. For me, I talk about it on this channel. I have TMJ, and that TMJ caused scoliosis, caused a lot of pain in my body, all this emotional issues. I had to go through energy healing, alternative medicine, different sort of, so many different people to understand more. And so 11s, they go through this like metamorphosis. They go through this like metamorphosis of soul discovery, and they're the spiritual messenger of the life path. But it's a trait that I see. They go through some sort of mission, or like the hero's arc, the hero's journey. And you can see that through a lot of movies, and it's really fun and interesting to see. But you don't feel like you fit in and you belong. And it's because you are meant for something different in your life. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to feel that sense of belonging and completion, a tribe, and you're trying to feel like you can be a piece of the puzzle and fit right in. But the thing is, you're not meant to be that, because that puzzle is the like the very problem that you've come here to fix, to throw away that puzzle and to start a new puzzle, your own puzzle. That's bringing in the higher vibration, which is a new puzzle, a new vibration, a new puzzle that you're trying to create, because it's from a higher, because this old puzzle you're trying to fit in is from a lower frequency and low vibration. So you come here with a higher vibration, you come here with God's blessing. Hey, you have this gift, and you're gonna come here, you're gonna go through the struggle, whatever that is, and you might go through, for me it's TMJ, you might go through another disease or illness, you might go through financial stuff, you might go through losing people, or losing a job, all these kinds of any sort of struggle that's like really meant to put you in a cocoon of healing and clarity seeking. You're gonna come with this vibration because you have that power, and you're gonna overcome it. You're supposed to overcome it, and once you do, you start to build your own puzzle pieces, and then your tribe comes in. That's what I really feel the Life Path 11 energy, soul, contract, imprint, mission is about. And it's a beautiful thing, but the early stages is always more difficult, heavy, struggle. But once you start to see it, once you start to gain clarity, and you're like, I see where I'm headed, I see what I'm supposed to be building. And I think 11s, when you start to have that spiritual clarity, you start to see where you're headed, even though no one else is gonna see it. It's like you have this like vision, it's an inner vision, inner knowing where things are headed, and it's going to come to fruition and manifest eventually. You don't know when, but you can feel yourself energetically being on that path. And the one way I can describe it, thinking about it right now, is like the story of Noah's Ark. He's like, I just have this feeling, I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna prepare for it. You're gonna start building, you're gonna start preparing, getting all these things ready, and no one else believes you, but you're like, I know this is gonna happen. I don't know if he's like this, if he knew the exact date. Regardless, he knew something was gonna happen, what was gonna happen, and he needed to get ready. And that's sort of what the 11 in my life, my experience has been like. You kind of know what's gonna happen for you. You know where kind of things are starting to head, and you're just sort of preparing and relaxing into it. I'm trying to make this not professional and just spit it raw. Yeah, that's the Life Path 11 for you. Everyone has their own struggles and stuff, and I see a lot of comments when people talk about the life. I make videos of life paths. There's different 11s, which is cool. I'm a 2-9 11. There's a 3-8 11, and they hold different energies, and you go through different things. But the main mission of an 11, I see, is like, you don't fit in because you have a higher vibration than the level of society that you're in. So you just can't fit in because you're supposed to create a higher life. So this means your level, your frequency that you're on, your nervous system is adapted to a higher energy, and you're trying to navigate. For me, it's health issues, so it's trying to navigate and hold that frequency, because the human body is amazing. It can hold high frequencies, but if you have too much voltage in your body, it can come off as anxiety, it can come off as excitement, it can come off as anger, like these emotions, because you don't know how to anchor and hold it. So you have to learn how to ground, and maybe you need to learn spiritual things, because that's the spiritual knowledge is to gain more of this clarity of energy and how to hold and channel and transmute and manifest with this power. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Any thoughts? If you're Life Path 11, which type are you? What's been your journey? Does this message resonate with you? Do you feel like you don't fit in, and you have maybe different hobbies or thoughts, and you're happy in those things, and you can maybe even get confused from time to time, but then you realize like, hey, that is my power. These things will make me happy. These things is what I really love. I would invite you to own more of that and get more into that, because that's where your power, your fun, your creativity, your vibration is just going to keep taking you higher and higher when you follow that light. That's what it is. That's what we are. Light and love energy.